Entertainment presents Tales of the Homeless. Mental and physical health. Stable housing and supportive services are critical to help people experiencing homelessness move toward recovery. About half the people experiencing homelessness suffer from mental health issues. At any given point in time, 45% of homeless people report having indications of mental health problems during the past year. About 25% of the homeless population has serious mental issues, including chronic depression, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia.
These streets, man. I know you know.
What's going on out here on MySpace, Penn Station, Border Market, YouTube, Keith Holloway, Crackheads in the Brick. Get that shit in, get that shit in, swing that, under my umbrella, under my pulling, what you mad can handle it, boy. Tupac bent, all you wanna do, Tupac bent. You know it's feelin' now.
How did you do?
Light-skinned girl named Robin with freckles 36 years ago. I said, oh, I don't know to her. She asked me to marry her. And I'm looking at her in love. And she thought I didn't want to marry her. And she got pregnant by somebody in Vermont. I've been to St. Michael 3 times in the past couple of days. And they kept me overnight. But in the morning I had to leave. And then...
So they treat you for the night, but they let you go in the morning.
Yeah.
So they really not helping you.
I had to go back again and ask them for the ace managers.
What you got, sugar? What's going on with your feet here?
The sneakers that I had tore my skin up already.
Okay. Mike, man, it's a lot of homeless people in Newark. Would you agree?
Yeah, and if it was up to me, I will build boarding homes. I'm an all-black singer. I sung it 36 years ago on MySpace, YouTube, Border Market, Penn Station, Keith Holloway, Crackheads in the Brick. And if I see Simon, 2,000 for all Muslim, 1,000 for all black people, and build boarding homes and get them off the street around the world.
Mike, let me ask you something. Are you addicted to drugs? Did drugs play a role in you ending up in this condition?
Yeah.
Could you honestly say that's the truth?
Yeah.
What about alcohol?
I don't like alcohol. I had a bleeding ulcer, and then the operator. I live at 3rd Avenue Broadway, boarding home to 13 go there by the post office. And they only give me $5 a day. The boarding home
They give you $5 a day?
And not on the weekend. And the boarding home I was on Hillside in Clinton. Right. They used to give me $100 a month, and now they said I had an infection. They were picking up things, smoking it off the ground.
Okay, picking up cigarette butts and different things, smoking.
So I couldn't stay around them, they said. And the pain I'm in, sometimes I just want to sit down, be isolated, and smoke a cigarette. It was back here, the rash, but they give me medicine for my feet, my stomach, and the rash and it's going my leg. Pretty soon I'll be all right. I thank you for your appreciation, and God bless, and alhamdulillah.
The Departments of Veterans Affairs and Housing and Urban Development recently released a supplemental report to the 2010 Annual Homeless Assessment Report to Congress. The veteran homeless population is composed of veterans of different conflicts. Though research indicates that those serving in the late Vietnam and post-Vietnam era are at greater homelessness in numbers, veterans returning from current conflicts in Afghanistan and Iraq often have severe disabilities which are known to be correlated with homelessness.
Have the government given you any assistance, man? You know, since... Huh?
Yeah, Social Security.
Social Security. This is, how often do you come out here?
Oh, about every 3 days.
Uh-huh.
About 7 hours there.
And you're not addicted to no drugs.
No.
All of this stems from Vietnam. You're a Vietnam vet.
Right.
You, how old was you when you went into the war?
About 12 years old.
How old are you now, brother?
41.
41. Wow.
Chronic homelessness is defined as long-term or repeated homelessness coupled with disability.
This is New York City, Roy, am I correct?
Yes.
I just want to get that shirt one more time for the public. How did you get homeless?
Well, they don't give you enough money to, Social Security to rent a place and all that, and I just had bad luck.
You had bad luck?
Yeah, bad luck.
So it was bad luck that brought you to this point you at?
Right.
Living in the street, sleeping in cardboard boxes. That's homeless.
That's homeless.
Yeah.
I wash it and
Are you homeless?
Yes.
How long have you been homeless?
A month.
About a month? Where do you sleep?
The train station.
Train station?
Yeah.
What kind of atmosphere is that? I mean, are people repugnant towards you? Are they do they look down on you when they walk by? I mean, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do they spit on you? Is what I'm trying to ask you.
Yes.
They do.
Yes, they do so.
Okay, they walk around Port Authority, Penn Station, and over there by Kmart, they got a little cut where all the homeless people hang out at.
Right.
They come there and ask people, are they homeless? Tell them, yeah, and then they take your information down, and in a week's time, they come to you, and they either put you in an SRO, where you got your own room, or they put you in a safe haven when you're in a big dorm with a whole bunch of people.
Right.
All beds next to each other. They tell you in 6 months to a year, they'll have you an apartment of your own.
Some of the brothers that are homeless are addicted to drugs. Have you ever been addicted to drugs?
Yes, sir.
Was that the beginning of your homeless state?
Yes.
Okay, brother. Well, it's good to be honest, because when you're honest, you can grow, because you can correct the wrong.
I have a counselor. Everybody has a counselor if they're down with BRC. And my counselor tells me if I talk to his supervisor behind his back, he's gonna push me to Bellevue. So right now, I'm right here trying to get urban justice to be on my side.
How long you been homeless, brother?
39 years. Put the bag over you or blankets,
Right.
covers, you sleep under there to stay warm. Because the cops try to pick you up, take you to the shelter and shit.
Right.
You don't know if you coming or going from there when they come with their ethic at you. They like want to seize your property, put you in jail, shit like that.
Right.
Say, for what?
Just for sleeping on the platform?
No, just for sleeping on the street.
Just for sleeping on the street?
Yeah, at nighttime, like you be sleeping at night, they'll come by in a wet and say, they can handcuff you, take you to jail, or take you to the hospital. Say you gotta go to the hospital. You don't want to go to the hospital. They'll say they can handcuff you and take you to jail. Say you were trespassing. When you go to get your services, if you are SSI, they cutting you out of your food stamps or something. They cutting you. If you want welfare, you ain't getting fucking nothing. You ain't paying no fucking rent, yo. Yeah, some people are like backlogged on what they owe for fucking rent.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not there, yo. I'm just like, I get SSI, but I have to redirect it to my old employer because I can't get it at my address because the mailbox at the address is on an arrangement of some kind of organized graft. Like you don't get your fucking mail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's an ethic to go get it from your old job and shit.
Right.
And if you had a fucking job, right, when you have a job, it's like, it's an ethic to get your paycheck cash. For what you don't have is ID when someone's always stressing your pal for me.
situation that I'm caught up in now, it's something that I can't pull myself out of.
Right.
Something that I'm not gonna pull myself out of. But what needs to be known is that, like the state agencies, 48, they have a building, they have back to work stuff, where they take money from you, stand in a shelter, what have you. And I was telling the brother, they give me $22 every 2 weeks for myself. And in between that time, I have to go to work for that $22 for them to pay for me to stay there.
Wow.
And it's 48 buildings. They have 48 facilities. So you picture with the economy and it's 48 buildings, how many people that they took off of work, that lost their job, for them to have people like me work for free. Point is how they eliminate other people's jobs and have people working for literally for nothing.
Right.
It's slavery. It's
Exactly.
slavery. It's nothing but slavery in any way that you put it. Where you have a man, I only make $22 every 2 weeks. I can't even buy a pair of new shoes.
Until I get my Social Security straight, all that, it's gonna take a while.
Right. Are you addicted to any drugs?
Just drink.
Just alcoholism.
It got my mind off what I was, off my life.
Where you stay at, man?
Oh, we stand under the bridge over here.
Under the bridge?
Yeah, we stand under the bridge. We got a couple people who stay with us.
Right.
It's dry, what I mean? It's cold, but
It's cold,
dry.
okay. I'm quite sure you had a career at one time, am I correct?
Yeah, I'm a truck driver.
Truck driver?
Yeah. But I got sick, I have depression, I have bipolar,
Right.
and I'm doing real bad because, I can't get my medicine, I'm having a hard time.
Right. Would you say that alcohol is part of what contributed to you being homeless, or does it have anything to do with it?
It probably does.
Somewhat.
Yeah, I would say so.
But basically, it was like bad luck.
Yes. I come from a long line of addiction,
Okay.
Very dysfunctional family, One thing we knew, my father would go out for a pack of cigarettes, and he would come home 3 years later, So I never really had a father.
What war was you in?
I was in Vietnam conflict.
You was in the Vietnam conflict. When you came out of Nam, did they have anything like the stand down that they have now in 2011?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. So basically, they have made major strides in reference to facilitating the vets.
Yeah, they have kind of improved on the benefits and the outreach to the veterans. That better than it was when I came out, I think.
Right.
Because along with Agent Orange, at first they didn't even want to address that. They want to act like it never happened.
Really? Yeah. Well, I have a lot of new vets that come in that I do their hair from the Afghan war or the Kuwait war. One of my boys was in the Kuwaiti war in the early 90s. And some of the guys that I cut their hair, and I personally know that they are having a hard time receiving the benefits that they actually deserved after they fought the war. I mean, why do you think that is?
Well, first of all, information. Information, if you don't, you got to find it on your own.
After you done fought for the country.
They ain't gonna give you a pamphlet and say, look, this is what you're entitled, this is where you go, this is what you do.
It's something that you got
It's
to figure
there.
out.
You got to either find out from word of mouth, or you just happen to overhear somebody's conversation.
We have a black president now. How has that,
Well,
helped?
that black president has helped some. I mean, he did all he could do,
Right.
but don't forget, he's not in it alone.
That's right.
White people don't want to go with him, join him,
Right.
So the house divided can't make it.
Some estimate that as many as 50,000 youth sleep on the streets in the United States. The prevalence and extent of youth homelessness is largely unknown. A large contributor to youth homelessness is discharge from state institutions. Without a home, family support, or other resources, homeless youth are often locked up because they are without supervision and arrested for status offenses, such as running away or breaking curfew. In addition, as youth age out of the foster care system or are released from juvenile detention, they may lack support systems and opportunities for work and housing. In fact, 25% of former foster youth nationwide reported that they had been homeless at least one night within 2.5 to 4 years after exiting foster care.
I am homeless.
Right.
And I do have a voucher, and I'm looking for
So
a
you
apartment.
think that I'm gonna ask you that same question? Do you think that it's possible for anyone, no matter what class or status,
Everybody's
to
a
end up
paycheck
like
away.
this?
You're just a paycheck away from being the same that I'm in. Even the people that work in the shelter, they're just a paycheck away.
I lost we lost our apartment. We all had to go somewhere, and I had nowhere to go. So I used to call around the family, and they wouldn't allow me to come because, like I said, the spacing or it's just me sometimes. So I had to other means. I didn't do the park. I ain't sleep in the park. I slept at people I knew, paid them like $50 sleep in their living room, something like that. I even had to sleep in somebody's closet before.
In your case, it was a street life.
For sure. Don't let me fool you. Don't be fooled by nobody, baby. Niggas still be fly, still be homeless.
Local nonprofit organizations lack the capacity to offer early intervention and prevention or residential stability to the majority of youth who need it.
I've been coming here for what? Coming to this church 3 years, but the breakfast program is good.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It's
Is
good
it?
for those that, people live in the community can't afford it.
Right.
And there's some that's homeless and that stay out here on the street. It's good for them. Hopefully it'll last. And then the thing, they got a new thing now for, what is it? At 12 o'clock. So that's a nice program too. The food bank.
The food
Yeah.
bank. Oh, really? Where's that at?
Here.
Here
At
also?
12.
So they're feeding them twice.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But one at 12 is run by, I think everything is run by the state, but this one, they provide healthy food like wheat bread, vegetables, stuff like that.
Shelters, housing projects, and other assistance providers often do not understand the needs of homeless youth and may lack the resources to provide the necessary interventions.
Outside, you copy?
I'll come in.
All right, brother.
I'll come in.
Slim! Big Slim! Hey! I hardly recognize you, though. I ain't recognize you, though.
Hey, okay.
It's how you see it took me a long time.
Yeah. Hey, okay. The film caught the right hand, too. Caught the right hand going over.
You can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink.
I understand.
So I won't down him because he do a lot of good things for us in a way of donating money. So I can't say he's doing anything wrong because I don't know. I'm not a politician.
Right.
I just know what he do here.
Right.
I think sometimes half these brothers could do better, but they choose not to.
I agree with that.
There's a lot of resources here, and this is America. There's a lot of resources here they could go by and get off the streets. But some people choose not to. I don't know why, but that's their option.
It's an ongoing project. We try to do it, I think, each month. We rotate with other religious facilities, other churches, and synagogues as well, so that each week the community that requires our services are fed. These are just things that I collected from motels, from the dentist. They're little toiletry items, little shampoo, soaps, toothpaste, toothbrush, tissues, just little toiletry items that they can take home with them.
Okay, so this would be also offered to those that are homeless
Yes.
once they come eat.
This started about 25 years ago with some congregations, religious congregations from the suburbs who decided to get together, some synagogues and churches, and it's been ongoing since then. I've been involved for about 16 years.
16 years.
Yes, and the reason we do this is because we recognize there is an extreme need in the neighborhood not too far away from where many of us live. When I say us, I mean people in my congregation, let's say, Congregation Beth El of South Orange, Irvington Avenue, and many of us live in South Orange, Maplewood, West Orange, and we recognize that our greater neighborhood is in need. We cannot ignore that.
How long have you been on the island, my brother? 3 years. How long you been in this state, this condition?
Homeless?
Yes, sir.
Oh, a long time. I can't remember. Iron Mountain, New York.
Iron Mountain, New York.
And they were doing, they were examining what kind of society do we lead in this country.
Uh-huh.
Whether we want a war-prone society
Right.
or a peaceful society.
And this all took place at Iron Mountain, New York.
We did research. So they said that it would be more profitable to have war games.
War games?
And part of the war games was they would deliberately create homelessness throughout the U.S. of A.
Brother, I did not know that.
This is a profit-making entity.
Okay.
Americans to make money off of people in poverty.
Right.
Job in 1950.
Okay.
I know $20 a day is equivalent to less than $1.
Wow. So this is all by design.
Oh yeah, everything these humpies do is by design, brother. They ain't stupid.
I want to ask you one more question. Do you think that being homeless is a part of the American dream?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't think so. Of course it is.
You think so?
It's probably the bottom of the barrel, but, you know, it's still a class.
Yeah.
You know, of course.
No, I don't think people dream about being poor. No.
Right.
No.
It is part of the American dream, huh? What is your name, partner?
A lot of low cash for poor people get along better than people in the high class. I was raised in upper middle class.
You were raised in upper middle class.
Not at all. Because nobody wants to be homeless. People losing their jobs and stuff, you know, that's, the economy is going down.
I think that the soup kitchen is here, you know, and to serve, you know, all classes who are in need. And I think if that's part of the American system, or dream as you put it, you know, I'm glad to be part of it.
I would say nightmare. It's a disgrace, really. It's supposed to be the richest country on the earth, and yet we get the poorest of care.
Not anymore, it isn't, with people who were once considered middle class or even upper class, and now with no jobs, home foreclosures, and so on. I think that unfortunately homelessness spans a whole variety of people in a variety of communities across this country.
I never thought of it that way, but unfortunately, that's an apt description. It's a class that is discriminated against.
Right.
It is a class that is not allowed to access certain privileges, certain needs, things that should be provided by any decent society. We are not doing enough to give people what they need when they need help. Everybody needs help at some time in their life. It may not be this kind of help, but if you can identify with the need for help, you can identify with the greatness of being able to give help to somebody.
Do you think that being homeless is a part of the American dream? Being that America is based on classes. You got middle class, you got upper middle class.
That's part of the American dream.
So being homeless is a part of the American dream.
That's right.
And remember, many of us are only a paycheck away from homelessness. This is Angelo Omar Muhammad for Jamar Farr Entertainment. Good night.
Everybody knows.